After a demanding week of fighting deportation in Thailand, a Saudi teen who's granted asylum in Canada has finally landed in Toronto. Rahaf Mohammed Alqunun left her family saying she feared for her life. Well, today she came through these doors here inside Pearson Airport, ready to start a new life in Canada.
Welcome to Canada.
Joined by Foreign Affairs Minister Chrystia Freeland, the 18-year-old didn't say much, but her smile and sweater with Canada written in bold letters spoke volumes. She also tweeted photos aboard her overnight flight, in one post thanking her supporters for, quote, saving her life.
Rahaf wanted Canadians to see that she's arrived at her new home, but she's had a very long and tiring journey.
The world was first introduced to Rahaf last weekend after her pleas for asylum captured the United Nations' attention as she stayed barricaded inside an airport hotel room in Bangkok, denied entry into Thailand, and her passport confiscated.
I have no choice. They said I have to go tomorrow.
The UN's High Commissioner for Refugees stepped in, giving her refugee status, and so did Canada, opening its doors. This morning, Minister Freeland returned to speak to media, but avoided responding to questions about Canada-Saudi relations, instead only taking two questions from reporters, one asking if the country acted only because this was a high-profile case.
It's also obvious that the oppression of women is not a problem that can be resolved in a day. Where we can save a single person, where we can save a single woman, that's a good thing to do. And I would like to also emphasize that this is part of a broader Canadian policy of supporting women and girls in Canada and around the world.
Costi, an agency that provides services to newcomers, is now assisting Rahaf with her new life in Toronto. But the agency isn't providing details on where she'll be staying. The executive director tells City News, quote, "We're concerned for her security given the position she has taken. There are no threats that we're aware of, but nevertheless, we're just being cautious. So it's important we don't disclose her location." The UN's High Commissioner for Refugees, who facilitated Rahaf's arrival to Canada, says it responded swiftly, not because this was a high-profile case, but because a teen was in danger.
If they're at risk of being harmed going back to their country of origin, that we need to move quite swiftly to place them out of harm's way.
What happens with Rahaf now?
So obviously, she's been through an incredible ordeal, a very long flight, and for the next few days, she's just going to probably lay low. For confidentiality and protection reasons, we can't really disclose next steps for her. But in terms of the process with Rahaf's case or with any other, still has to go through the proper channels in terms of having her claim examined. But I think the key issue I just want to reiterate is that this was an emergency case. She needed to be put out of harm's way.
The rep from the UNHCR tells me Canada will accept up to 10,000 of their referred resettlements this year. Inside Toronto's Pearson Airport, I'm Faiza Amin for City News.